So the untrained eye, I guess this is just most people will just look at this as it's just a stick of wood that you sand it down, cut some holes in, you're going to stain it. But this stick of wood I think has a little bit better story to it than that, if you want to think about it. A year or so ago, I won some tires at work, free set of tires, and just so happened that they didn't fit anything that I had for vehicles, so they weren't much good to me. And so what I did is there's a farmer up the road who has a truck, and those tires fit his truck. So I gave those tires to that farmer. That farmer's got a mill, a portable mill you see in a lot of people's yards. And for giving those tires to him, well, he's a real nice guy. He probably would let me use it anyway. But for giving those tires to him, he lets me use that mill anytime I want to. And so that's really cool. That's a huge asset to me. So from there, I went in the woods, picked out some trees, I cut them down. I cut the limbs off it. I hauled it out with my ATV and took it up to the mill. And that farmer's grandson took very valuable time out of his schedule, because he's got a young family and he's very busy. So he took some very valuable time out of his schedule, and he's taught me how to use that mill. He's very efficient and good at it, so he taught me how to use it. So from that mill, I took these boards, I built these boards out, and I came back and I built a chicken coop for my chickens, because they were destroying everything and I had to have a different spot for them. So I built this chicken coop for them. Out of that chicken coop, I had some leftover boards. This was one of them. This was just an old piece of 2x4 that I milled out at that mill, and yeah, it was laying on the ground. So I brought it in to the barn. I cut that piece of 2x4 that was left over 12 inches long, and then I took that piece of 2x4 and I took it over to the planer, which you saw earlier in the video. The planer was gifted to me by one of my oldest and dearest friends who moved away and didn't have a lot of room to take a lot of stuff with me, and he knew I could get some good use out of it, so he gave me that planer. If he moves back here, it's obviously his again. So because of that, I got to take this piece of wood and plane it down, make it a lot smoother, and sanded it up. And then I took that piece of wood and took it over to that rotor. That rotor was left to me by my dad. Before he died, he made sure that I got all his tools up here. He wanted me to have them, and I was like, what the heck am I ever going to do with that stuff? So anyway, I finally was able to find something to do with it. These same tools was the drill press. My dad left that to me as well. And I was able to take that drill press and drill some holes into this piece of wood. And yeah, and the same with the chop saw. I chopped it into the lengths with stuff that my dad left me. And yeah, then I just take some stain. I drilled these holes in it, and all said and done, it's a candle holder. And we're back to the use what you got stuff. You know, this, like I said, this was just laying on the ground outside. It was probably going to end up as kindling in my burn pile, but took it. I'm not done doing this yet, but yeah, this is now a beautiful candle holder that has a nice little story behind it, or at least I think it is. So anyway, thanks for joining us on this little part of the journey. Again, use what you got. If it's laying around, why not make something with it? So again, if you like the content, we appreciate subscriptions. We love you all. At Starlight Farm -CC7NO. Until the next time.